My girlfriend said, "I just need space. Please don't text me for a while." 3 days later, I received photos of her lounging in a bikini with her boss's hands on her waist. I didn't reply to her messages, just stayed silent. But her boss's wife didn't. I did not lose my relationship in a screaming match or a dramatic car ride. I lost it in standing in my own kitchen, staring at a message from a number I did not know, with my thumbs hovering over the screen and my brain suddenly, finally, quiet. I am Ethan. I work in IT. Not the cool startup kind. The servers, tickets, forgotten passwords kind. My days are beige, steady paycheck, health insurance, coffee that tastes like burned cardboard in a paper cup. It is not glamorous, but it is real. And it pays for a small 2-bedroom house on a quiet street, an old leather couch, and a dog named Bruno, who thinks I orbit around him. Mia moved in 11 months into us dating. She worked as an executive assistant at a marketing firm. Smart, quick, good with people. She could walk into a room and everyone would find a way to talk to her. I liked that about her, or at least I thought I did. For the first year it felt solid. Shared groceries, Netflix arguments about what to watch, late-night fries, her stealing my hoodies, my cologne slowly becoming hers. She left sticky notes on my monitor that said things like, "Drink water and proud of you." I kept them. Then, little edits start to appear. New lingerie shows up. Not for a birthday, not for a weekend away, just suddenly there. I see it once, I do not see it again. She starts putting on more makeup before work, more perfume, changing outfits twice because the office vibe is different now. The perfume lingers in the hallway long after she leaves, not in a bad way, just in a "this is not for me" way. Happy hours get more frequent. Team drinks, late client calls, traffic, dead batteries. She comes home wired and tired, phone face down, notifications buzzing. I ask how it was. "Fine. Boring. You know how it is." I did not know how it was. I met Brandon once, her boss. Mid-40s, loud voice, big handshake. The kind of guy who has an opinion on every beer on tap. Married, 2 kids, story about his son's baseball game, and his daughter's piano recital within the first 5 minutes. At Mia's office party, he puts an arm around her shoulders when they take a group photo. Holds 1 second longer than normal. His wedding ring catches the light. I notice. I do not comment. When you bring up the first small thing, you risk being labeled insecure. So you store it instead. Mental shelf, top row. 2 months of small changes stack up. Her phone is never dead when I text to pick up milk, but somehow dead when she is out with coworkers. She is tired, then distant, then overly sweet for no reason. Kisses my forehead in a way that tastes like guilt. Still, no fight, just static. Then we get to Friday night. She is pacing the kitchen. Bruno is tapping his nails on the tile, picking up her nerves. My laptop is open, some meaningless spreadsheet on the screen. She finally puts her phone down like it weighs something. "I think I need some space," she says. 4 words that are never about air. She wraps it in soft language, overwhelmed, stressed. Needs to clear her head. Asks me, almost politely, not to text her for a while. Says it will only be for the weekend. She is going to an Airbnb by the lake with co-workers, team building, digital detox. She does not want to argue. She needs me to trust her. Here's the part where a younger version of me would bargain. Ask questions. Volunteer proof that I am worth choosing. This version of me just nods. "If you need space," I say, "take it." She blinks, surprised I am not grabbing at her sleeve. Then she leans in, kisses my cheek, calls me the best, and goes to pack a bag. I watch what goes in the bag. Swimsuit, 2 dresses, lingerie I have not seen before. The team-building hoodie. A lot of makeup for a detox. I do not say anything. That night, she leaves with a co-worker honking in the driveway. She waves at me from the passenger seat like this is a movie, and we are in the upbeat first act. Taillights vanish down the street. I feed Bruno. I clean the counters. I sit. The silence feels different. I do not text her. I do not check her location. I do not hover over her Instagram like some unpaid security guard. I give her exactly what she asked for. Day 1, 9:13 a.m. She texts, "Love you. Thank you for understanding." I stare at it for a while. I type, "Love you too." I delete it. I lock my phone and take Bruno for a walk instead. Day 2, one short message. "Hi. Hope you are good. No group photos, no sunset by the lake, no, look at this dumb board game from team night." For a woman who once documented latte art, she is suddenly off camera. There is a part of me that almost buys it. People change. Work gets intense. Maybe this is all in my head. But my head has been keeping score quietly for weeks. The math is not kind. Day 3, early afternoon, my phone buzzes with a number I do not know. "Hi, you do not know me," the message reads, "but I think our partners are together this weekend. I am Brandon's wife." Attached, 4 photos. The first one is wide, some rental by the water. People in swimsuits, drinks, inflatable flamingo, rented happiness. The second one is tighter. Mia is in a bikini I have never seen, blue straps, sunglasses, plastic cup in her hand, hair scraped up like she's on a commercial break. Brandon is behind her. His hands are on her waist, not hovering, settled, familiar. The third photo is closer. He is leaning over her on a lounge chair, his face near hers, her smile caught in mid-turn. If you cut out the background, they could be any couple on any vacation. The last one is a screen capture. Text thread. Him. "Fun with you." Her. A heart. My stomach goes cold. The kind of cold that is not dramatic, just heavy. Next message. "Found these on his iPad. Recognized your girlfriend from their social media. Thought you should know." I am sorry. I stand in the kitchen for a full minute without moving. Bruno is watching me, head tilted. This is the moment everyone online likes to script as the explosion, the revenge trip, the call, the confrontation. I do nothing. I save the photos to a folder. I take one slow breath. Then I reply to her. "Thank you for telling me." She types back, "What are you going to do?" I look around my house, our house, my house. "I am going to be done," I write. "Good luck, for what it is worth." I plug my phone in. I sit down at the table. I stare at the wood grain like it is a map. I am not wondering if the photos lie. They do not. I am not wondering if there is an explanation. There is, and it is not one that saves anything. I have one rule. Do not decide angry. So I give myself one night on it. That night, Mia sends 3 messages. "Service is bad. Miss you. Are you okay? You were quiet. Please do not make this weird. I needed this. I do not respond. Silence is a mirror. She wanted space. I am just showing it to her. In the morning, I move. Laundry, her clothes in a separate pile. Bathroom, her products, her hair ties, the ring dish. Bedroom, her side of the closet. I gather her things into neat, clear bags and stacked boxes. Not trash bags. Not throwing clothes on the lawn. Just order. I pull out my laptop and open the lease. My name is the only one on it. I drive to the hardware store. A kid in an orange apron cuts me 2 new sets of keys. I change the locks. It takes 20 minutes and my hands only shake once. When I am done, I sit on the couch with Bruno leaning into my leg, and I wait. Around noon, she texts, "Heading home. Can you pick up pizza?" I do not answer. Half an hour later. "Everything okay?" I turn my phone face down. The screen keeps lighting. Door, 3:17 p.m. Car in the driveway. Keys at the lock. The sound of the deadbolt failing to recognize her. First jiggle, second jiggle. Knock! Ethan, I let it play out. Another knock, louder. Ethan, my key is not working. I open the door just enough. She is in leggings, messy hair, tote bag hanging off her shoulder, sunglasses covering I do not know what. Hey, I say. She steps forward to come in like muscle memory. I do not move aside. What are you doing? She laughs. Let me in. Behind her, the driveway, the world. Inside, my dog, my couch, my new locks. I tell her I know. I tell her Brandon's wife sent the photos. I tell her I am not interested in a story where the cup was empty, the angle was weird. They were just joking. Her mouth starts going through cycles: shock, denial, outrage, bargaining, words about trust, words about space, words about privacy. I do not yell. I do not even raise my voice. I tell her her things are in boxes inside, that we can bring them out, that there is nothing to discuss about us still being together. Are you serious? She says. You are ending it over some pictures. I asked you to trust me. There it is, the twist. My lack of trust is the sin, not the hands, not the trip, not the lie. I think of every small moment I swallowed so I would not look insecure. Every time I let something slide because I did not want to fight. I did trust you, I say. That is why this is enough. She calls me dramatic. She calls me cruel. She calls his wife insane. She sprinkles in, it was not like that. She reaches for my arm. I step back. Bruno does not move toward her. That hurts her more than anything I say. I offer her two options. I can bring the boxes outside, or she can come in for 10 minutes and I stay. She does not get my keys. She does not sleep here again. She chooses to come in. We move like co-workers closing down a store, silent, brisk, no eye contact. She stops in the doorway once, waiting for me to crack. I do not. You're really done, she says. I am, I answer. She shakes her head like she is cataloging it for later, and then leaves with what she can fit in her car. Maybe there is a second trip. Maybe someone else helps her. I do not stand at the window and watch. When the house is quiet again, I expect to feel regret. I feel relief. That night, Brandon's wife texts again. He is trying to tell me it is just work stuff, she writes. Thank you for confirming I am not crazy. You are not, I reply. I do not offer advice. I do not team up. We are two people with different decisions to make, standing in the same wreckage line. Over the next week, Mia calls, leaves voicemails that swing, I made a mistake. Nothing actually happened. You are throwing us away. You will never find someone who understands you like I do. Classic rotation. I keep all of it in one folder, not to punish her, to remind myself why I am not going back. Because here's the thing that does not go viral. After the betrayal, doubt does not vanish. It grows little questions. Was it that bad? Did I overreact? What if I had just waited to talk? People frame cheating like a math problem. If they did X once, maybe it was just a mistake. But this was not one night, one drink. This was a weekend built on lies, purchased with my trust. You do not accidentally end up with your boss's hands on your waist at a lake you told your boyfriend was about space. I go to work. I reset my passwords. I cook real food instead of scrolling delivery apps. I walk Bruno so much he starts bringing me the leash at random hours. Silence does its job. 3 weeks later, I get a longer message from her, an essay. She blames stress. She blames alcohol. She blames Brandon. She says she feels broken, that she misses Bruno, that she misses the way I made coffee, that we deserve a conversation. I read it twice. I reply once. I hope you figure things out. I'm not coming back. She calls me cold. I think about how warm I kept that house for both of us while she rehearsed speeches about needing space to go wrap herself in someone else's hands, cold as changing the locks without a word, and blocking her. I did not do that. I gave her the courtesy of clarity. Here's what I did with the rest of it. I did not text Brandon. I did not email HR. I did not send screenshots to her friends. I did nothing public. Revenge is loud. Boundaries are quiet. I chose the second one. If you are watching this because you are in that in-between place where your stomach knows and your brain is still defending them, here is what I learned. If someone asks for space and uses it to betray you, believe what they did with the distance more than what they say about it later. Trust is not never question me. Trust is when you step away, I still act like we exist. If your body goes cold when you see the proof, listen to that. You do not need to explode their life to protect your own. You do not need to match their lies with drama. You can quietly close the door, change the locks, and refuse to be the person they come back to when the weekend is over and the lights are off. I thought I wanted to scream at her, at him, at the whole stupid pattern. What I actually wanted was to be the kind of man who believes himself when he says, "This is enough." So I believed myself. Turns out, that was the only part of the story I still got to control.